What's wrong now? What do you mean they're stuck? It's hyperspace, how can they be stuck? There's no mass or volume or... Hoopa. Hoopa! Fine. Fine, I'll get them myself. Leave me with the menial's work, why don't you? Me, a prince. I'll learn you something good when you get back, you useless ball of hot air. You're going back in the frickin' prison bottle is what's gonna happen. Welcome, trainer. You have the esteemed honor of being one of the first competitors to enter the Pokémon Masters League here in my island of Pasio. Or you will be. We're not quite there yet. This is kind of an in-between place. We'll be arriving shortly. You must have startled Hoopa with all of that pathetic screaming. We don't usually get that. No, we're used to dealing with more the strong, silent types, like that twerp with the rancid red hat. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Hyperspace travel isn't meant for peasants, after all. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're weak. No. I've had my eye on you for quite some time, and I know for a fact that you're not weak. That's why I wanted you here. No, you're going to be one of the shining stars of this tournament, and you're sure to rise up and up and up and up and up and up and up the ranks, and before long we'll face 1-to-1 on the battlefield, and then I can crush you into 1,000 shining pieces, and I'll finally take my place as king back home by father's side, just as he promised. Yeah, well, before any of that, just hand over your trainer card. I said hand over your trainer card. What am I speaking unknown here? This is a royal decree. Just hand over your trainer card. Thanks. We've got to get you registered first. Slip that into here. Tapping away. Damn. Usually, the staff, Sawyer or Rachel, would handle this sort of thing, so just bear with me a moment. Gotta get you registered, type in the trainer number. And how much money do you currently have on your person? Only that, huh? You're joking, right? Oh, you really are a peasant. Well, I'll type that in. And how many Pokémon have you caught? Right. Fine, and a region of primary residence. Right. Right. Well, all that can change now, because you are officially a resident of Pasio, and you belong entirely to me. One of my subjects, that is. Now, if you'd like to present to me your Pokémon. Yeah, your Pokémon, just all of your Pokémon. I'm just going to take them, I'm going to scan them. Okay. Thanks. No, don't worry, it's not uncomfortable for them, but even if it is, why do you care? They're just tools at the end of the day, right? So just put them in the machine here and get them scanned. There we go. Get them scanned. Now, the rules here in Pasio are a little bit different to what you might be familiar with back in your home region. We like to work in what's called sync pairs here. Okay, so what that means is you're going to have to choose, initially at least, one of your Pokémon, just one, to form a sync pair with. I take it that's going to be the first one in your party. This sucker right here. Right. Let me look on the screen here. They're just... Let's see. Call up your party. They're just so middle of the road. And is that a Nido King? How blue collar can you get? These aren't worthy of you at all. You know, well, why don't I just get Hoopa to zap you in a black Rayquaza? I think that would suit you a lot better. Fine. We'll stick with this useless thing then. So what I'm gonna have to give to you now is what's called a Pori phone. And all that's going to involve is sticking a little, here it is, a little sink stone into this Pori phone. And that's going to allow you to bond with this Pokemon. Now, a lot of trainers are going to say that you're going to bond emotionally and you're going to learn together and you're going to have a nice, warm, fuzzy time of it as you battle your way up through the ranks. I don't really understand that myself. I think the urge to win should be enough to unite anybody. But whatever it takes, I suppose. So I'll plug that in with your Sink Stone and your prime Pokemon of Nido King. I have to say I'm very disappointed. But maybe you'll prove me wrong, but I'm not really ever wrong, you know. Kings rarely are. Now the way it's worked so far is people kind of zip in and out of Pasio thanks to Hoopa's rings, but you'll be staying permanently, seeing as you can't really exit if you're gonna scream like that all the time. So I'll book you into a little apartment in Central City, just above the bakery. Don't go getting fat on me, don't go ordering croissants every day, you know, it's just keep you looking at least a little bit attractive. So type that in. That'll cover your rent for the first 2 months of the season, okay? No, don't mention it. My financial power is a lot greater than yours, after all. Done and done. Right. Yeah, there are a few other trainers shacked up in there. You'll probably get to meet some of them now and again. Don't go getting too friendly with other people. They're your competitors, after all. They're your enemies. No one really looks out for you in this life. I'm telling you that now. You can only rely on yourself. Not even your Pokemon. Just rely on your own power. In that vein, we're predominantly a cash-based society here on Pasio. So I'm gonna give you a few little starter coins. Now, I know this can be a little bit awkward for peasants, but really, I am really, really rich. So don't worry when I say that this is just a little starting fling. Just so you can buy some groceries, some potions, a lot of revives, because you'll be needing a lot of revives. Yeah, we're predominantly a cash-based society here. I tried my hand at a Rodom currency not that long ago. And trust me when I say that physical stuff is a lot more reliable. We don't want you getting conned, do we? Your puny peasant brain can't really process the intricacies of a Rodom-style stock market. No. So you can take that and this little pocket change that I'm going to give you. Only pocket change. Don't take it personally. Don't get a complex over it. So you can take that. Okay. With my blessing. I am the king who cares, after all. And I do like physical treasure. In that right, Goldango? Well, I think that's about it for check-in. What did Sawyer and Rachel say to do again? Just call up the notes. A physical exam? Well, I like you, but I don't want to touch you. Maybe we can combine it with something. Yeah, that's genius move, Lear. That's why you're gonna be king someday. I want to take a little scan of your trainer level. Yeah, just a little device that lets me know what kind of level trainer you are. So just look forward. Look forward. It's just gonna be a simple scan around your physical body. Don't ask how it works. Of course I know. But I was cooked up by those Pokémon professors, and they have a really cruddy way of explaining things. So I know. I just can't say it in peasant language, okay? I just want to take a quick scan of you. Just a quick scan of your trainer level. And this will indicate how well you make a sync pair with your Pokémon. Of course, I make a great sync pair with Hoopa. Although we're just getting a hang of sync moves, my stone only recently activated after a certain... Not enlightenment, I didn't need enlightened. Just a little realization, okay? A little realization of things. Good. And just kind of sit back. I just need to do this of your whole body, okay? Just assessing muscular makeup, etc., 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 etc. Because you'll find on Pasio that we test more than your ability as a trader. We test your ability as a human in contact with Pokémon. How well you're able to utilize them as tools to get further and stronger. Your mental capacity and your physical capacity and your stamina and such things. Just quick, yeah. Done and done. And we can record this data in the Poryphone, as I can call it up at any time. Not that it matters, of course, because everyone, absolutely everyone, is underneath me. Right. Final check, just... Fine. Let me dial in the last of this information on here. This here, personal Poryphone. And you are set. What's wrong with you? You've gone all twitchy. Claustrophobic. You can't get claustrophobic. This is hyperspace. There is no space. Fine. Hoopa will be back shortly, okay? No, of course I can control my own Pokémon. It's just an important business that I sent it away on off, okay? To take your mind off of it. What are your dinner plans for this evening? No, I get it. You were just teleported here, fine, but, well, I know this great ramen place. In fact, I've just started doing a new flavor that I just cooked up, so you can be guaranteed it's going to be the very best of the best ramen. Well, yes, there's kind of a story behind that, you know. You think this is claustrophobic? Try being sent to the top of a tower and locked in your room in a very, very strict boarding school with no friends, and all the adults suck. And all you have for company is your own little world, your own private thoughts, and your own will to get stronger and stronger so one day you can get out of this place. And then this little Pokémon comes up out of nowhere. And it's right at the food stores, and it drops this little packet of instant ramen down in your lap. So you boil some water and you mix in the ramen. Well, it's the best thing that you've ever tasted. I wanted to put that into this little dish that I prepared. Yeah, there's nothing really like it, in my opinion. Of course there isn't. It's the best of the best of the best. So, why don't we go out and we try some? Huh. It seems my zinc stone's reacting to some... Oh, finally. My God, what took you so long? Look, can you open up a ring? Can we finally get to Pasio? Great. So about that, dinner, we'll call it reservation. I always have a reservation. Great. Well, I'll see you there, peasant. No, it's my treat. I know you're kind of strapped for money, obviously. So I'll meet you at the back of 9.